What's up, peeps? Haven't made a video in a long time. God bless you. Um, and man, thanks for this day in Chicago. It ain't that bad outside. The weather, not at all. But my videos don't be too short, off a topic. Greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. I'm in good nature right now, feeling good energy, and in the process of having a hard time manifesting the things that I want. It has been a struggle between a past a past tense of things that I've been through and future events, and being in the present now where God is always. It's hard to do that when things are pulling you that can derail you from your goals and from the things that you're going to want to do in life. And it's very hard to maintain that that eye of the tiger, to keep your mind on the ball. That's mainly what a lot I've been going through today and yesterday. Probably from last night, from today has probably been one of the most stressful nights I've been in. From torments from things that I've thought of or went through a long time ago have caught back up with me. And burying these things inside your chest takes prayer. It takes spiritual, not knowing, but a spiritual enlightenment to yourself, and knowing that you control your reality, that your circumstances you can't change, but you can, by your thoughts, you can alter and shape your destiny, alter and shape your circumstances in a different way, direct it. It's hard to put a great story in our head. And that is the biggest thing what I'm trying to do right now. How to put a great story together from scratch. And I think that's what we all have to end up really looking at ourselves and really trying to put a picture together. Can we create our own story, or will we live in a story that other people put us in, or other people's opinions and other people's thoughts will make us live in? These are the thoughts of negative energy. These are the thoughts that keep us beyond from excelling to going to the next level as a human being, as a person of God's greatest creation or whatsoever. But be not fooled. We are not the only kids under the laws of God. And there are other things that have to follow the laws of God as well, that are more spiritual and probably well more fulfilled than us on the spiritual journey and on the spiritual path. Straight is the gate and narrow is the way. Will always be for us. But broad is the way of the destruction. Therefore, it would be best for a man to know their self than to know their brethren. For if you know yourself, you will know your brethren as well too. For the greatest commandment was, love thy brethren like you love thyself. Keep those things to heart, wholeheartedly, but have understanding. For the Lord's peace coming out of understanding, and many will not travel down this path. Many have not crossed these roads or these waters or these rivers. It's how that mind in there, and across that mindset, they're stuck in relationship patterns. They're stuck in addictions. They're stuck in abusive mindsets to the mind. We got to break out of that. We got to break out of that with persistence, not just great health, not just being athletic, but we have to do that by prosperity, knowing what it means to live in prosperity, knowing what it means to live in abundance, knowing what it means to cherish life, and as good as it can be, it will be for you and for all of us. It may not seem that way in the hard and difficult times that we live in the neighborhoods that we grew up in, that make us vicious and put us in a vicious cycle. But if you could change your heart, you could change your mind. For the heart is grown to be wicked, but if you are born by water and spirit again, through the flesh, by retraining your mind, by reconditioning it to be not just at an excellence of level of human being, but becoming the person that you want to be. Not to be extraordinary, but you be unique in your own features, not to be in vanity and in looking for fame, for gross words and dogma around your brethren. For look, as I see those who pray in the streets and by the synagogues, looking for open approval of men. Look at their clothing, the Jordans, all these things, they keep them poor. For the understanding of the Bible has come full length in one child, and the spiritual path and the spiritual walk he shall be on, and that is me. Who here knows the word of the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord? These are not just gestures, these are not just scriptures. These are words of power, glory, and they are only awakened through the frequencies and the vibration through our body. For the Spirit is just like the wind, for the Lord knows these things. No one knows where the Spirit come or lifted, or no one knows where it goes. But you damn sure feel it, and you damn sure know it is there. Put on the full armor of God. And I ask you, what are these things? The helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the sword of faith, the truth of belt buckler, the shoes of stun, feet that will never be moved, boots that will never be moved, not by the winds of the earth, not by man of the vicious sands. For our Father was crucified, not for just men, but for the word of God. For we are part of the word of God. And at the beginning it was the word. You got to understand these things. Why the city are poor? Why are men not elevated themselves? Why are men living the same way in conformity and all these other things that they say that are good to be done, but only be good to be done in those days and that day only? Prosperity in prior, love, and beloved. The Spirit of the Lord go before us. How does he does that? Preparation. Prayer. Prayer is just not for calling for your needs and your hurts and your pains. Prayer is for direct calling, direct contact to the Lord. For calling for power, strength. And not just giving glory unto the Lord, but blessing your brothers and sisters that walk this earth today. Because there will be days. Days will come where guns and violence will have his way. And the children of the Lord will step in, and it will be a new foundation that will begin on that day. We have courageous men out here, courageous lions. I am a lion. No man in this world could put fear in my heart. For I have felt the glory of the Lord and tasted the ways of the Spirit fully, and look for that unique feature, that unique value in myself. For I know what it means to be part of the world and be part of the spirituality as well too. Not seeing things for all the forms and the alignments and things that that is really of the spiritual world, but know this, the spiritual world is real just as the physical. You can alter your whole reality just by shaping your thoughts, by days, your habits. What do you do? What can you change? Small changes that will lead you to a big difference in your life. Creating your own story, creating a path for yourself. Getting out of the delusion that we are fighting over color. Getting out of the delusion that we are fighting for ranks amongst men, where there are no ranks amongst us. The only fighter that you're fighting is yourself within you. For you challenge yourself to bring out the greatness within you. Yet men have not tested these values in school that we call school, math and reading. But surely math and reading does not give you the will and the endurance to prepare for things of such as the world that we live in today. if you have to think about it, working 9 to 5 is just survival.